Here I want to show you a few different styles of pushrod tubes that we have available. The first being an adjustable pushrod tube. I like to use these in an emergency. If you happen to be out and you bend a tube, it's very simple to pop the rocker arm off, pop the valve cover, pull the rocker arm, pull that single pushrod out of there, and then you can simply push this guy together, stick it in there and expand it so that you can get in, you don't have any leaks. The others are a windage tube and then a standard tube. As you can see, the windage tube is much longer on the end. That's designed so that when it goes into the case, oil will not slosh up down the tube and fill up the valve cover, then cavitate in your engine block. We want to make sure that oil stays in the pickup tube, not in the valve cover. So a lot of the sand dune guides and off-road guys prefer this tube. Keep in mind, on the windage tube, on an aftermarket aluminum case, you do have to relieve the windows here a little bit so that the tube slides in there. The aluminum cases didn't account for that. Always, when you're assembling a motor, you've got a seam on these tubes. Make sure when you're assembling that motor that the seam is facing up. If you happen to have a little pinhole there or something, at least it won't leak out oil on you. One thing you want to be super careful for is when you're building an engine, you always want to stretch these guys out just a little bit and then look at them and make sure they're straight. When you go to put the seals on, these ends are razor blade sharp, so you want to be super careful. I've cut my thumbs many times on these. You just want to stretch it over there carefully and then stretch out the other side as well. You know, give it a good stretch. And then when you torque the cylinder heads, it'll crush them back in there. Just make sure they're nice and straight when you do that. Again, we have many different styles of tubes. If you have any questions, just give us a call. I'll be glad to work with you on this.